Well, good morning. Today is Monday, June 1st. Whole new day, whole new month, whole new attitude. Because today is the day we're going to start again. Yes, we are. Who's with me? Yep. I'm going to make sure my hands was clean because I was doing a little bit of weeding. Don't want to show you a dirty hand. I can't find my gardening gloves from last year. I got to go buy some more. But anyway, like I said, today's June 1st. No birthdays. I even checked for next year. And I should have checked for last year. Let me check for last year. Just a minute. Yep, I checked last year. No, sometimes they don't carry over. So I thought, yeah, the first of the month, I always go through the whole month from last year and then add it to the thing just in case it didn't go over. And Anna, I'm going to check and make sure I have 8 a.m. and not 8 p.m. on anybody's birthday so I don't mess them up again. But like I said, today's a new day. We're going to start again. Let's just set a goal to get into the next set of digits. That's my plan. To get into my next set of digits, I have to lose 1.1 pounds, which is not really a good goal for the whole month of June. So, my anniversary is July 2nd. I would like to be at 100 pounds at least by then, which means that I'd have to lose 6.8 pounds for June. So that's my goal, 6.8 pounds for the month of June that I want to lose, so that on July 2nd I will be at 100 pounds and I'll get my anniversary gift from my brother, which is the $100, although he has promised me that he's going to take inflation into rate, and he probably said he'd give me $250. All set. And then, but my real goal would be to get to Wonderland by my anniversary, but to do that I have to lose 11.1. Not realistic. I'll strive for it, but it's not realistic. But by my birthday, there you go. My birthday's not till September, so that's a realistic goal for September. But anyway, that's what we're going to do this month. We're going to get back on track. We're going to pay attention to what we were doing wrong and correct it. We're going to track. I am going to try, and I emphasize the word try, to take Kat over at Cat on Points. I'm going to leave a link in her for her channel down below. She's got a challenge out for 10 fruits and vegetables in a day. I eat a lot of fruit, I know that, but I still think that's going to be a challenge. But I'm up to the challenge, so that's my challenge too. So look for that. Check out, and you'll like her. Her voice is so soothing, and she's so nice, and she shows so many recipes. And if you get tired of seeing the same old food, you won't on her channel. She's always got something different going on, and she incorporates all the different fruits and vegetables and everything, meats and proteins. And if you don't come away with a recipe or two from her channel, I'll be very surprised. But we've had our fun and games for the last 3 months. We've baked our bread, made our cookies, ate our foods out of stress. Now we're easing back into society, and so they're going to see us how we look and how we did, and we want to do better. So let's get back on track, because today, first day of the month, first day, I consider it the first day of the week. I know Sunday's actually technically the first day of the week, but everybody knows that Monday is really the first day of the week, because Sunday is, well, for me, Sunday is kind of like free for all. But Monday is back to business for me. So, new day, new week, new month, new you. How's that sound? How's that sound? It sounds like a catchy title. That might be that. That might have been the title of my video. Who knows? I always try to, I don't like a bait-click title, but I'd like to kind of wrap up what I'm talking about in the title so you kind of get a clue what I'm going to be talking about. But I have faith. I have faith in all of us. And also, Gail, I don't want to say her last name because I think that she didn't say it on her video, her introductory video. So I don't want to say it. But if you're really curious, you can go through my comments and see a Gail. But she's just started a channel called Healthy Living with Gail. And I'm going to leave a link down below. So go over to her channel, give her some love, subscribe, give her some encouragement. She's on a journey to lose weight too. And we always need all the support we can get from everybody. We just do. So, I also realized after I edited the video yesterday and uploaded it, You know how my mind works. So none of you were surprised. I'm sure none of you were surprised that I forgot to mention the significance of the blanket. And I realized it after I already uploaded it, and I thought, I forgot to tell them the significance of the blanket. Because, remember it had that saying, and I don't remember what it is, God grant me the ability to, you know, you think I would know it because it's like a really good prayer. It just drives me crazy when I can't remember it. God grant me the knowledge to accept the things I cannot change, to know the things I cannot change, to accept the challenges I cannot, whatever, and the ability to know the difference. Yeah, I'm going to leave a clip in here that tells you exactly what I was supposed to be saying. That's what I meant to say. Anyway, like I said, I always had them over for dinner. I had a lot of respect for Ted. I really liked him a lot. I thought he was a good man. I, and along with a lot of other people, knew that he was cheating on his wife. And when he didn't come for dinner that time, I kind of found it suspicious. I also found it very suspicious that she gave me a Christmas gift. It was kind of like she knew we weren't going to be seeing each other again. And because we had talked about getting together for Christmas, the two families, because they had 3 kids. And so we had talked about it. So I just thought it was really odd that she was giving me the gift of the blanket, which I didn't know was a blanket at that point, that I didn't know that. But little did I know that she already knew that Ted was having an affair. And I guess this was a pattern that he had followed for so many years. And the reason they had so many, because I always thought it was strange. I mean, managers always transfer because you get more money when you transfer. We talked about that yesterday. I didn't get more money until later, but usually you always get money when you transfer. And but I thought that it was just so odd that they transferred so many times. And I think it was each time was just to kind of rebuild their marriage because, you know, he was always cheating. So she knew that he was cheating. She knew that he was going to screw me. And she just wanted to let me kind of, I think, in a way, know, because we did talk afterwards, to let me know that she knew what was going on and that I should have the courage to accept that, you know, he wasn't this perfect guy that I thought he was. And just to accept it. And, you know, so I thank her for that. I really do. Because every time I look at the blanket, I remember that, you know, you have to really know somebody and trust. Sometimes you should just, because part of me kind of thought he was kind of cheating before I actually knew he was cheating. So sometimes you just got to trust your instincts, which is the same of this. But to continue on with the story from yesterday, that was the blanket story, that was that. But to tie into that, as far as what I told you there'd be another part 2 to the story that I couldn't tell you yesterday, was once again, like there always is incentives to make money. And one of the incentives was that particular year was the first year Montgomery Ward's in a long time, because they used to, but then they got away from it, but then they were going back to it. We're going to sell toys for Christmas. So in October, I had to set up the Christmas shop for the toys, which was a pain, let me tell you. That was just a pain. And so I was supposed to get a percentage of the sales of October, November, and December for the Christmas season. I was supposed to get a percentage of the sales, and then I was supposed to get an added bonus for setting up the Christmas shop. Well, when he transferred me, when the money was supposed to come due in January, well, when I went to the Harper Woods store at Eastland, I had to set up the Christmas shop there. So I did get a bonus for setting up the Christmas shop. But I still felt I was entitled to the other one because I set up 2 shops at 2 different stores. And so that, in my mind, I thought I was going to get one. So when January came out and they gave out the bonuses, because they waited until after Christmas, like after inventory in January. So it technically wasn't until the beginning of February that they were giving out the bonuses for Christmas. And I was waiting for my bonus, and so I got my bonus from the Harper Woods store for my Christmas sales and my setting up the Christmas shop, but I was never getting the sales from the Mount Clemens store where I should have gotten. So Greg, the one that gave me the $5,000 raise, had come in one time just to do an inspection of the store, And I had mentioned to him in passing, you know, I really thought I should have got a percentage of at least all of October, should have got the percentage of setting up the Christmas shop in October and like half of November. And he completely agreed with me. And while I was sitting there, he called up Ted and said, you know, Sandy's entitled to the blah, blah, blah. And they figured out how much it was supposed to be. I think it was like $2,500 or $3,000, $2,500 or $3,000. I mean, that was a pretty good chunk of money. And so Ted said, okay, I'll make sure she gets it. He says, but Stacy's already got the check. And Greg says, well, I know that, so you're just going to have to tell her before she spends it that she needs to issue a check to Sandy for the, whatever it was, we'll say $3,000. And so Ted said, okay, I'll make sure it happens. It never happened. So then in March, Greg came back to the store again, and because they came once a month. And I wasn't going to say anything because I thought, you know, if this is who they are, this is who they are. And so then Greg had come by and he's watching me and he says, so how did you spend your money? And I said, well, I really didn't get that much, you know. And I told him how much I got from the Eastland store. I think I got like $1,000 because it was a smaller store. And he says, $1,000? I thought we thought it was $3,000. And I said, oh no, I never got that. I only got the $1,000 from this store. And he says, well, just a minute, let's go call Ted. I'm sure it was just a misunderstanding. And I said, okay. So we called Ted, and he says, oh, I told her, but I'm sure she spent it by now. And so then Greg said, well, then I think you're going to have to take it out of your store funds and give it to Sandy. So transfer the money from your store funds to the Eastland store funds, and then we'll issue a check from here. And so Ted said, oh, okay, that sounds like a good idea. That never happened. So come April, Greg's coming for the Easter thing, and I'm setting up the Easter shop, you know, because then you get a bonus too because you're setting up the Easter stuff. And he says, you know, I'm just wondering, I probably should have checked with you sooner, but did you ever get your money from Ted? And I said, no, I never got it. And he says, well, let's go call him. And I go, you know, it's April. It's 4 months in. You know, let's not beat a dead horse. We just know I'm not going to get the money. I've accepted the fact I'm not going to get the money. He says, oh, you're getting the money. So we go into the office, and Tony, who was the office manager, he said to Tony, he says, could you look up and see how much money Stacy got? Because she was like a district person too, so she could get into every store figures and stuff. So she got into the store figures, and she said that Stacy got $8,500. And she said, $8,500, are you sure? And he said, yeah. And she says, well, transfer that money over to your store right now. And so she said, you sure? And he says, yes, transfer it over right now. So take it out of his miscellaneous budget. So she said, okay. So she transferred it over. And he said, okay, now issue a check for Sandy right now. So she said, okay. So she went into the thing, typed up the thing, issued a check, printed it. He says, now go give her the money out of the vault. So she said, okay. So she went and she got me the $8,500, and he handed it to me, and he says, now I want you to go to the bank right now and put the money in, because I don't want you to leave it here, because like I said, the place was not very safe. He says, I want you to go to your bank right now and deposit this money. And I said, okay, that sounds good. He says, but first we're going to call Ted. So I said, okay. So he calls Ted, and he said, did you transfer the money for Sandy yet? He says, no, I've been working on that. I'm going to get that. I keep forgetting. I got so many things. And he says, no need. We took it out of your miscellaneous funds. We've already taken the money, so Sandy has the money now. And he says, well, I was going to issue her a check. You know, you have no right to do that. And he said, you seem to forget that I'm the district manager. You're just the store manager, and I can take any funds from your store. I can disperse them any way I want. So next time, you should have given to her for the $3,000. Now you're out an extra $5,500. So I got my money. Ted didn't like me. But then I talked to his wife after that, and he actually had broken up with Stacy, which I thought I had heard rumors about that, like in February. And after that, she had divorced. She had gone through divorce proceedings, and she had completely moved out with the kids, and she had moved back to, they came from Washington State. And so she had moved back to Washington with the kids, and she was getting a divorce. So he lost his wife, he lost his kids, he lost his lover, he lost his money. And not too long after that, he lost his store because Montgomery Ward's went out of business. So thankfully, I got the money before Montgomery Ward's went out of business. So anyway, he did me a big favor by transferring me, because I made a lot of money by him having the affair with Stacy. I don't know what he got out of it, but At the beginning, I thought I really got, that word. But no, I made out like a bandit. So anyway, remember to tell you about the blanket story. Finished up my story from yesterday. Thank you for letting me share my stories. And let's get on with the day. Remember, new day, new month, new you. Let's get started. Okay, I'm going to start my 10 fruits and veggies challenge with Cat on Point today. So I'm going to start off with a fruit and veggie platter for my breakfast or lunch or brunch, whatever you want to call it. You tell me. Anyway, today is Monday, June 1st. I started my day with a prayer. My quote is, "And suddenly you know, it's time to start something new and trust the magic of new beginnings." It's a 6-point breakfast, 0 for my veggie platter with my berries, tea, and egg. My water's in the other room. 3 points for my 3 naan bread and 3 points for 3 tablespoons of my spinach dip. So it's a 6-point meal. And I still have 17 points left for the rest of my day. Okay, here mix my 10 fruits and vegetables for today. A grapefruit and a banana, both 0 points. Okay, for dinner we're going to have a Stromboli, and I'm going to have a lemonade. So it's 10 points for my calzone, 1 point for my lemonade. Well, it's actually a Stromboli, but anyway. It's 11 points, so I still have 6 points left for the rest of the night. Well, day 1 of Cat's challenge. I got my 10 vegetables and fruits in. I don't know that I can do that every day this week, but I did it today. Also day 1 of getting back on track. I think I did pretty good today too. The calzone was really good. It was really high in points, so 10 points. But it was so good. Or Stromboli. I got the recipe from Joan's Pointed Plate. I don't know that. I'm going to look and see if I can find it, and if I do find the video, I'll put the link down in the description box down below so that you can check it out. Because I didn't do a cook with me. I don't like doing a cook with me if I'm taking someone else's recipe. It's just not right. But Joan loved it. The last time I made it with bread. This time I made it with pizza dough. I think she makes it, and don't quote me, but I think she does it with 2-ingredient dough, which brings it down even less points than what I used. But it was good. So day 1 completed. We're going to do really well tomorrow with day 2. Carpe diem. We're seizing the day. And then we're supposed to get rain tonight and tomorrow morning too. So I don't know that I'll be walking in the morning, but I might walk in the afternoon because of course, it's supposed to be 87 tomorrow, so I don't know about that either. And then I'm going to leave in the description box below too the link to get over to Gail's channel so that you can go and subscribe to her and give her some love, and just staying on track the rest of the night. I'm not going to have anything else to eat. I'm going to get ready here to go brush my teeth and floss, so I'm done for the night. Just drink a little bit more water. I have drank my 64 ounces of water I drank, and then I drank probably 4 cups of tea during the day. So I think I have my fluids in. That'll do it for tonight, so I will talk to you guys in the morning. So always remember to stay safe.